Do you know some of the best ways to reduce your carbon footprint? Well, BC Hydro says many residents are misinformed when it comes to their views on reducing their environmental impact. And some of the most effective ways BC Hydro suggests to be greener may come with some hurdles of their own.
People may think, well, why don't I put some solar panels on my roof? And that is usually a very expensive proposition. And it's very easy to see here in British Columbia. We don't live in the kind of climate as people in California.
A new report from BC Hydro shows 40% of those who responded to their survey said they would cut carbon dioxide or other emissions by installing solar panels rather than buying an electric vehicle or a heat pump for their home. But the Crown Corporation says swapping a home power source from electricity to solar doesn't make much sense because the province already relies mainly on renewable water-generated power supplies. The company suggests one of the greenest choices you can make is to switch to an electric vehicle. But that's easier said than done.
I live in a condo building and we don't have any electric charging vehicle stations. And I know it's something my strata is discussing, but that feels like it needs to be a huge overhaul to the system if we're trying to get these into all these apartment buildings in the Lower Mainland.
I have actually just gone through this process myself in my own strata. I have spearheaded an initiative to get charging stations for 25 out of the 61 units in my strata. It's possible, but it requires some planning and some knowledge, and really enabling the strata councils to do that means that we have to find the resources and the support for them to go through the process.
Accessibility to charging stations has been a huge hurdle over the last few years in BC. On Tuesday, Premier John Horgan announced a new 5-year plan and an extra $260 million to help the province move away from fossil fuels towards electricity to power homes, businesses, and vehicles. John Stoneair, the president of the Vancouver Electric Vehicle Association, says he's seen a massive increase in interest in EVs over the last year.
When severe climate things happen, like the heat dome, wildfires, people are now realizing, hey, we really have to do something. And this is the easiest thing I can do to contribute to carbon reduction.
Despite the benefits, environmental economist Sumit Gulati says the price of an EV for many just isn't right yet.
For a long time, the Honda Civic has been the most selling car in Canada. Maybe just now the Toyota Corolla is going to take it over, but that's a sub $25,000 car. There isn't an EV that's sub $25,000 that'll also have the versatility and the range that a Civic can, right?
Both experts we spoke to believe access to charging stations and vehicle affordability will likely become far more accessible in the next few years. In New Westminster, Ashley Burr, City News.